Yo, what's happening, world? B March Boxing back at it with a quick post fight review. What a fight, man. What a fight that I thought would go exactly how I thought it would. But regardless of what happened tonight, with whoever won, we had ourselves an excellent fight over there at the Wembley Stadium or Wembley Arena over there in London, UK, man. Big up to both combatants. They put it on for us, and this is what boxing's all about. You know what I mean? Man, the first round, man, I had to give it to Anthony Yarde. You know what I mean? His counter left hook was percolating. The man Beterbiev was on the front foot, stalking his opponent, but Anthony Yarde was boxing off the back foot pretty well and catching him with the counter left hook. You know what I mean? So round one, I gave it to Yarde. Round two was a close round. Yarde goes toe to toe after getting caught with a big, with uh, with his back on the ropes. You know what I mean? The man Beterbiev was on the front foot. You know what I mean? Stalking pretty flat footed. But he had his eye on his opponent. Like I told you in my prediction video, this guy's a seek and destroy type of fighter. You know what I mean? And with all them big left hooks, counter left hooks that were perfectly placed, I told y'all the man Anthony Yarde, he's not a big combination puncher, but he is an accurate puncher. And can nobody say this man's power is just against so-so guys? You know what I mean? He showed on the world stage today that he could hurt his opponent, and his counter left hook was Floyd Mayweather-esque. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. He was catching the man better be perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Round two, Better be, like I said, was stuck in his opponent, but Yard had his back against the ropes, but he would find his way out of the corner or with his back on the ropes with the counter left hook, you know what I mean? And the right cross by Anthony Yard was percolating. So round two, I gave it to the man Yard. Round three, Better be still flat footed, Yard on the back foot, left hook by the man, what's his name? Better Beef, and he finally hurt the man Anthony Yard. You know what I mean? Round four, the man Beterbiev was setting up the shots with the jab. You know what I mean? Whether it's a double jab, straight right hand, he would have the man Beterbiev. I'm sorry, Anthony Yard back against the ropes, and he was hurt by a big straight right hand. You know what I mean? Anthony Yard, left hooks by the man Arthur Beterbiev. Yard, you know, Yard was throwing shots, but the man Beterbiev was catching him. I had to give round four to Arthur Beterbiev. Round five, what a round. Big round. Probably the round of the year, really and truly. You know what I mean? Yard hurt the man with the big lead right hand. Arthur Beterbiev backing up. Then Arthur Beterbiev caught him in the last 40 seconds or so with a massive uppercut. You know what I mean? That hurt the man bad. And the man started to go off and tee off on him. You know what I mean? And it was a big onslaught. You know what I'm saying? Round six was a close round. Um, Yard boxing from outside. You know what I mean? The pace. This was actually the slowest pace of the fight besides round one. You know what I mean? And this pace favored the man Anthony Yard, keeping the distance, and the distance was bothering the man Arthur Beterbiev. You know what I mean? Because even his jab, he was kind of out of range. You know what I'm saying? Um, what are we in? Sorry, I'm just looking at these highlights right quick, man. What a fight. Yeah, round seven, Anthony Yard hurts the man Better Beef, you know what I mean? And Better Beef does a lot of clinching, which is a smart veteran tactic, you know what I mean? Does a lot of clinching in round seven. There was a head clash that busted up the man Better Beef's left eye, you know what I mean? But the last minute, Anthony Yard had his back on the ropes, and Better Beef was landing big shots. You know what I mean? Big left, right hooks, uppercuts. You had the man's head wobbling around. You know what I mean? And Anthony Yard, both guys, his face was bruised up from round four. You know what I'm saying? Both guys' faces was bruised up from round four, and round seven. I'm sorry, round eight. The man Arthur Beterbiev landed a big overhand right. And I told y'all in my prediction video that's probably what's going to end the man better, Anthony Yard. Now I predicted a stoppage between like round 8 and 11, and I got it exactly in round 8. That's when the overhand right over the top caught the man Anthony Yard, had his legs on spaghetti legs, Queer Street, and the man Beterbiev hit him with one more big shot. Boom, and he went down. And he took a long count, you know what I mean? Basically got up at 9, you know what I mean? Not that didn't know where he was, but he was slow to get up. And as soon as he got up, man, went to the ropes. Referee told him come forward. Tunde Jai, his trainer in the corner, man, didn't seem like his guy wasn't all the way there. And he just stopped the fight. Didn't throw in the towel. He told the referee, it's over, man. And the referee stopped the fight, and it's over, man. Out the better beef wins this fight via eighth round stoppage, retains his three straps, WBC, WBO, and the IBF, man, and he's victorious. You know what I mean? Now this was a damn good fight, man. Close fight. I gave Anthony Yard round one, round two, uh, round five, and six. You know what I'm saying? So that's four. I had him up 4-3. I had Anthony Yard up 4-3. I had Better Beef winning rounds three, round four, and what was it? Round seven. Yeah, rounds 3, 4, and 7. I gave it to Better Beef, man. Now the man Better Beef, at an advanced stage, I gotta give it up to him. You know what I mean? He's just a concussive puncher. That's just what it comes down to. You know what I mean? Look at the man Anthony Yard's face, man. This fight ain't even going. Look how the man's face was looking from after round 4. I mean, Beterbeef's face got bruised up too. Now I told y'all, man, he was leaking from the eye. That came from a headbutt. An unintentional head clash. You know what I mean? But really and truly, man, I thought, this is one of them type of fights like Alexander Vosdick versus Adonis Stevenson. You know, but this fight right here, obviously, Alexander Vosdick having an extensive amateur career, unlike Anthony Yard, him, Vosdick being a bronze medalist in that 2016 Olympics. You know, it that's why the fight went 11 rounds, or was it 10, 11 rounds versus the man Adonis Stevenson. Both guys hurt each other. The pace was at a fast pace, you know what I mean? Fast pace for the man Adonis Stevenson. You check it, and you know what happened with Adonis Stevenson in his last fight of his career. If Anthony Yard probably had a better I ain't never really trust his defense. I heard some people talk about he has superb defense in his Philly shell. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? But he just couldn't take the punches, I guess, you know what I mean? Because he was visibly hurt, not once, not twice, at least 3 times in this fight, and Better Beef as well. He was hurt in this fight, especially with that big straight right hand. The man, Anthony Yard landed, I believe, in round six, 5 or 6. That had the man Better Beef. We've never seen Better Beef fight on the back foot this much. But guess what, y'all? That goes to show Better Beef is not just a puncher, like how a lot of people rate him as. I've watched this guy fight from when he was at least 4-0. Like I said many of times, when he came on the PBC scene and stopped and beat the shit out of fellas like Tavares Cloud and then Gabriel Campillo, 2 guys who were former light heavyweight champions, okay? And the man Better Be is a big concussive puncher, but he showed tonight too he can fight going backwards. I mean, even when there's pressure being applied, if he gets hurt, he didn't lose his composure. He got the clinching. You know what I mean? He got the clinching, especially in round seven, and you know his power bailed him out. But his boxing skill set, the combinations, especially on the inside, when he had the man Anthony Yard back on the ropes, it seemed like Anthony Yard would be having control of the fight, but like the last, I don't know, minute to 30 seconds of every round, Arthur Beterbiev found a way to hurt and stun the man and have the man Anthony Yard coming into the next round a little bit more hurt than how he left the previous round. And that's just experience for the man Beterbiev. It's not a coincidence this guy's 19-0 with 19 KOs, you know what I mean? I've heard a lot of disrespect about Beterbiev all throughout his career coming up, but fellas just got to appreciate when they see a good fighter, you know what I mean? Rather than their insecurities about where a man comes from or who he's fighting, etc. Anthony Yard's experience in this fight was not the factor, or in his career, was not what factored in to me who would win this fight. You know what I mean? Anthony Yard proved that he had the power to hurt the man Beterbiev on a world class stage. You know what I'm saying? But the bigger puncher won this fight, and after Beterbiev prevails, but Anthony Yard can still hold his head high because he had some of the best rounds in his whole career in this particular fight. You know what I mean? Very interesting fight. All we want to see next, nothing more, nothing less. We need this undisputed fight. We need this undisputed fight between Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. And we need this fight. If the boxing gods know which was really good, man, have this fight in Moscow, dogs. St. Petersburg, somewhere in a big stadium, man. The Russian fans deserve it. Yeah, I mean, they deserve to see a light heavyweight unification for undisputed in their home country between two Russian combatants. You know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about, man. Boxing on the world stage, anywhere on the planet, man. Don't gotta be in Las Vegas or Madison Square Garden only. You know what I mean? This fight happened in London, and it turned out to be a classic. You know what I mean? Now, could have Tunde Jai let his fighter Anthony Yarde continue? Possibly, but all it would have taken was one more big punch to have the man Adonis. I'm sorry, Anthony Yarde laid out flat on his back, concussed and sleep. I mean, and Anthony and Tunde Jai got too much love, too much respect for his fighter. He wasn't gonna allow that. And we gotta give it up to him, you know what I mean, Tunde Jai, They have a great relationship. He knows his fighter better than anybody. And Anthony Yarde got hurt viciously by that overhand right. So big ups to both fighters, B Marsh Boxing. Let me know how you guys seen this fight before it got stopped. In the going into the eighth round, I had Anthony Yarde up 4-3. But I'm trying to tell y'all, man, after every single round, or I'm sorry, every like 30 seconds before the round ends, Beterbiev was finding a way to hurt his opponent. And ultimately, that's what took this man Anthony Yard up out of there. B Marsh Boxley, your thoughts and comments. Please hit the thumbs up on your way in and on your way out. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. I'm gone. Peace.